Hello everyone, we are joined by Dr. Stephanie Burrage, who is the interim superintendent of Robbinsdale Area Schools, but soon leaving to be Deputy Commissioner of Education. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What will you take with you that you've learned from the Robbinsdale district?
Oh my gosh, Robbinsdale Area Schools is amazing. I love the district. I love the community. I love the connections of just the community. And I'm going to say this, our students are amazing. If that's the one thing that I'm going to take with me, it would be the connection with students and their voice. I am really big on student voice. So students email me, I connect with the students through Lunch and Learns and Hawk Talks, where they share with me their views of what education should look like and what things that they want us to know. So that is the one thing that I know I'm going to take with me, is making sure that I still keep an ear to the students, because everything we do is about serving our students. And so that's a big piece that I'll take with me.
And it's been a hard few weeks for our entire area. What are you hearing from educators and students about this?
So it has been a hard let me say this, I'm not just going to put it into 2 weeks. It's been a hard process for the shooting that took place. Our students and our families are really having to manage trauma. And so the trauma is just not aligned to shootings. We are supporting our students, we're supporting our staff and our families. We make sure that we have crisis teams in place that have been assisting our families, but also we have been in a global pandemic, and the trauma that's related to being in a global pandemic. A lot of times as adults we talk about, how we manage things, but we can't even discuss of what the students are having to manage right now, because again, we've never lived through a pandemic. And so even as we come out of it, there's going to be more layers of how we need to assist our students. Think about it. They have had to manage not being in school on a regular basis for the last year. Now, we're fortunate right now, we are back in school, so we have all of our students K through 12 that are in our buildings, and we have students that are still in distance learning because that's where their families felt that was the safest place for them. So I'm happy to say that we're able to offer both opportunities for our families, but still, it is around making sure that we're meeting the social emotional needs of our students. And they share that with me. I spoke with a student yesterday who sent me an email and said, I need some help. I'm struggling, and I'm struggling with what's happening, and how can you help our teachers talk to us about what's happening? It's not about the past, it's about how we're managing our everyday, what's happening right now. And so that is where I was able to say, we have our crisis team, we have certified staff members in our building that are there to help you, and even for our students that are in distance learning, we have made sure that we've had supports the entire time we've been in distance learning to support our kids and our families.
One thing that Robbinsdale Area Schools has been doing for the past few years is this journey to add more teachers of color to the classroom. Why is that important, and how's that going? So
important, and that our families literally have shared with us that that's a need. That was a need that the student talked to me yesterday about, and it's important because you need to be able to see yourself. You need to be able to go into a building or go to a school and say, I see myself. So we really have been working on that. Our data shows we have probably 91.5% of our teachers are Caucasian, and we have 8% of color. And so we've got to improve with that. And so we have been working through our Teach and Learn to have more staff of color. So right now we have 15 teachers, not all of color, that are going through our Teach and Learn program, and they are Robbinsdale staff that are committed to our district. They want to be in our district, and they are training to become teachers so that we can have more staff of color in our district. It's important. Our kids need it.
This is something we'll be following up on.
Yes.
Thank you for being with us today, and congratulations on your new role. You will be missed.
Thank you.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.